All right, college football and stuff here. It is week 13 of the college football season, Thanksgiving week. Hope you're having a great time off from work or school or whatever you're doing, enjoying yourself and staying safe. I'm going to be covering the ACC and the Big Ten in this video. All right, first up with the ACC. Starting off, we have a Friday night game, Notre Dame at North Carolina, 3:30 on ABC. Notre Dame, a 5-point favorite. I think both of these are good teams, but I do think Notre Dame is the better team. I think they showed that with that win against Clemson. I think they've got their sort of scare game behind them and that really weird low-scoring game against Syracuse. Give me Notre Dame minus the 5 points, under a touchdown. I like where that is. I'm taking Notre Dame. Going on to Saturday, NC State at Syracuse, 12 o'clock on the ACC network. NC State, a 14.5-point favorite. Was tempted to take Syracuse in this game because of that spread being just over 2 touchdowns. I do think NC State is a significantly better team, though. I'm going to trust them to score points in this game. Give me NC State minus the 14.5. Pittsburgh at Clemson, 3:30 on ESPN. Clemson, a 24-point favorite. And again, Clemson had a loss to Notre Dame, an off week, then a canceled game against Florida State last week. I do think they want to show that they are still a good team. We'll see if we have any rust. That's been an issue for some of these teams that have had multiple cancellations or multiple weeks off. They've come out kind of slow. I'm going to say that Clemson doesn't do that. I think they're hungry here. I think they want to show that with Trevor Lawrence back, they are still a playoff caliber team. I'm going to take Clemson minus the 24 points. Louisville at Boston College, 4 o'clock on the ACC network. Boston College, a 1-point favorite. I do think Boston College is pretty good, but I think Louisville is just a little bit better. This is essentially a pick'em. I think Louisville is the better team. I think they get the win. Give me Louisville plus that 1 point. Duke at Georgia Tech, 7 o'clock on ESPN3. This game was an even spread, so 0 points there. Just a pick'em. I like Duke better. I like their coach. I have not been super impressed with Georgia Tech. I'm going to take Duke minus the 0, so yeah, give me Duke to win that game. Virginia at Florida State, 8 o'clock on the ACC network. Virginia, a 9.5-point favorite. Now, Florida State has been playing better at home, but this is just under 10 points. I do think Virginia is the better team. I think Florida State was lucky they didn't play Clemson last week because it would have been a rough game for them. I think this will be a little bit more competitive, but not a ton. Give me Virginia minus the 9.5 points there. Moving on to the Big Ten. First up, Friday, we have Nebraska at Iowa. 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Fox. Iowa, a 13.5-point favorite. Just under 2 touchdowns. I think Iowa is significantly better than Nebraska. It's at home for Iowa. Give me Iowa minus those 13.5. Going on to Saturday, Ohio State at Illinois, 12 o'clock on Fox Sports 1. Ohio State, a 28.5-point favorite. Illinois has not been playing great. I know Ohio State had that sort of weird game last week where they were way up, and then Indiana made it close. Ohio State did not cover in that game. Justin Fields threw a bunch of picks. I think we'll see maybe that was his worst game, and he's sort of gotten it behind him and is going to go back to playing the way we've expected him to play. I'm going to take Ohio State minus the 28.5. Maryland at Indiana, 12 o'clock on ESPN2. Indiana an 11.5 point favorite. Liked what I saw from Indiana last week. Maryland has been a pretty good team, but I don't think they're good enough to compete with the upper end of the Big 12. Really, we saw them get absolutely blown away by Northwestern at the beginning of the year. I'm going to take Indiana minus the 11.5. Penn State at Michigan, 12 o'clock on ABC. Michigan a favorite in this game, which I know Penn State has been playing terribly, but so has Michigan. I don't think Michigan should be the favorite. I am going to continue to pick against them. Give me Penn State plus the 2 points. Northwestern at Michigan State, 3:30 on ESPN2. Northwestern a 13.5 point favorite. I've liked Northwestern. Haven't really been impressed with Michigan State. Give me Northwestern minus the 13.5, just under 2 touchdowns. I think that's a good spot for that spread. Rutgers at Purdue. Again, did not see a spread on this one. I don't know what it's been with the Rutgers games. I haven't really been seeing spreads in those games. 4 o'clock on Fox Sports 1. Of course, Rutgers, man, should have gotten that win against Michigan last week. Took it to triple overtime, I think, and lost. Rough loss for them. I do think Purdue is a better team. I think Purdue is a better team than Michigan. Give me Purdue to win that game. Again, no spread there. All right, that's it for the ACC and the Big Ten games this week. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button. If you want to see more of these, subscribe to the channel. I pick every single FBS game against the spread every week, and I'm going to keep doing it. See you next time.